Missouri, it's incumbent Josh Hawley running against Lucas Kunce for Senate. We're going to take a closer look at that race for Missouri Senate.
Our team is live at both candidates' watch parties. We start first with KSHB 41's Abby Dodge, who's following Josh Hawley. Abby?
Well, hey, Caitlin and Kevin, the party here at the Hawley camp is going to kick off in about an hour. We've just got a couple of staffers hanging around at the moment. I did catch a glimpse, though, of Senator Josh Hawley here earlier today. We ran after him, tried to ask him a couple of questions about how he's feeling headed into tonight. He said he'd see us later. But Senator Hawley has had a busy last 24 hours in the Springfield, Ozark area with a campaign rally last night and this morning hitting the polls. The senator voted this morning in Rogersville, Missouri. That's about 20 minutes northeast of where we are right now in Ozark. Last week, Kunce and Hawley stood side by side for their last debate of this election cycle. They discussed the economy, immigration, and abortion rights. Hawley wants a closed border and fortification of the border wall, is strongly against abortion, with the only exceptions being for rape, incest, and life of the mother. When asked if he would certify the results of tonight's election, no matter who wins the presidency, Hawley pointed to his actions after the 2020 election.
Certainly I will, so long as the Constitution's followed. Listen, what happened 4 years ago is something I have to say I've never seen happen in American life before. To have a state that actually changes the rules of voting during and even after the election. As I say, I believe that's a due process clause violation, and I had to cast a vote on it. So I will always defend the Constitution of the United States.
And I've been following the Hawley campaign over the last couple of weeks, and at his last campaign stop in the Kansas City metro area, a woman walked up to him, asked him how he feels about election security. He said that he felt very sound and secure of our voter ID laws here in the Kansas City or Missouri area, but his concerns back in 2020 were directed towards the state of Pennsylvania. Now, for the other half of this Senate race, we have Rachel Henderson in the Kansas City area at the Kunce campaign watch party. Rachel, what does it look like over there?
Yeah, Abby, we are at IBEW Local Union 124, where Lucas Kunce is having his watch party. Just again, as a reminder, Kunce is the Democratic candidate running against Josh Hawley, the Republican incumbent for Missouri's U.S. Senate seat. So currently right now, it's just about media here. Not a lot of people, as you can see, but we are expecting that to change shortly. Kunce has received a lot of support from union workers, and that goes both ways. He supported them, and they are supporting him with endorsements. So it makes sense that he would have his campaign watch party here tonight. So he also says that he supports the government staying out of people's decisions, which explains his backing of Amendment 3. Now, he is a bit more conservative when it comes to immigration, which explains why he says he wants to secure the border even further. He did vote this morning in Independence, and he took his son with him. When we had a chance to chat with him then, he said that he has a message for voters.
I'd just say if you want to fundamentally change who has power in this country, I'm the only guy who's going to do that for you. I don't take any money from corporate PACs. I don't take any money from federal lobbyists, no big pharma executives, none of those. And, this is our chance to finally put somebody in office who doesn't owe all of those people.
Lucas Kunce also uses the fact that he's a veteran as a big part of his campaign and says that's a population he intends to serve if elected. As I said earlier, you can see behind me, there's no one in these seats yet, but I don't know if you can hear the music. They are preparing for a party of sorts later on. Reporting in Kansas City, I'm Rachel Henderson, KSHB 41 News.